Mwah. Mwah. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Wow. So, what else? Something different for a stream here, because unfortunately, most of my games are on the dying drive that I've taken out of my laptop now. I've moved what I can to my main drive here, but it's not a lot because I don't have a lot of space on it. So I still have Beat Saber and VR chat on my main drive, so we'll still be able to do those. But most other games, like Minecraft and such, are just too large. Yeah, so today I'm just getting Beat Saber mod together. No. Still streaming, just a little bit different. Was just doing programming of my Beat Saber mod instead. So I have to look at how a couple of other mods do a list of things like this. Because I've never done any kind of settings menu stuff in Beat Saber mods before. And it's also been quite a while since I've done any Beat Saber mod stuff. So I have no idea what I'm doing. So I have to... Hold up. I just pull up BS Manager here. Because I know some mods, like custom sabers and like the other custom mods, do what I need by having a dynamic list that's, you know, added to from settings config. But most of them use Zenject stuff. Custom Sabers Lite is one, and like custom backgrounds, custom platforms, custom avatars, custom notes, and like all of those. Like in settings for all of those, they have a list of items, and when you click on one of the items, it brings up a menu over to the side to configure it, which is like exactly what I need. Counters plus, okay. So apparently counters pluses should be a good one to look at for that. Let's see how counters plus does stuff here. Yeah, because if all these installers are Zenject stuff, but really what I need to look at is the BSML files. Huh, they're there. Just that I can see what they do for those lists. That's obviously a blank screen. Should probably look at the name, huh? But let's just say list of credits, yeah. Edit base. What does this one do? A header of text for counter settings. Okay. And a scrollable container. The vertical of body that I'm guessing gets filled. And a scroll indicator for it. Okay. And then scroll buttons to scroll up and down in the list with buttons instead, which is pretty common, I guess. And this is main settings. Enabled, hide, stuff, italic text. Okay, so not much there. There's a warning about it not being available in multiplayer. Okay. Yeah, checkbox setting would be good for either checkbox or a toggle would be good for the enable panel setting, so that you can enable and disable panels without having to delete and re-add them, you know? Just more convenient to be able to just hide some panels when you don't want them. So there's that drop-down list setting for position. Right, yeah, it's for counters, it's not vector 3 position, it's like a position above or below these default counters. So that makes sense, that would be a drop-down instead of a vector 3. It probably would be better to have just a grab thing on the panel to be able to just grab the panel and drag it around to where you need it instead of having to adjust counters up and down for the positioning it. But that's gonna be a whole lot more work. As obviously being able to program all that and have, that's gonna be quite a lot of work, so okay. Guessing that's probably for the scroll list along the bottom for selecting which ones. So, yeah, so probably edit base here with this scroll container. It's probably more what to look at. So this uses the edit base. And settings base for that. There's the config counter and container. So obviously body, scroll content, and name of this here. So obviously body is that, scroll content is that, and names up there. Yeah, okay, so the UI object for that container and component for that scroll content. And there's some cached settings to the dictionary of config model and hash set of game object. Okay. Editing config model. So there's there's apply settings here. Clear screen. Removes unconfig changed event from that. Okay. So there's a name for that. What I really need to see is what's done with this settings container to fill it out. So I need to be filling out settings dynamically. Obviously, I need to have a button to add a new panel to the list, which then I need the list to update with that new panel. And then of course, when you click on any panel, opening menu off to the side to configure that panel. And then anytime you click on another panel in the list, it'll close that side menu from previous panel and open up the new one for the current panel. Or just always having it over there and just having it filled out with whatever panel you just clicked on and then clearing it and refilling it. Which honestly might be a little easier. But then... oh, it's if the model is not... it's not null. Clear it, and then add it back after changing the text, okay. Mark counter, highlight counter, get canvas from ID. But what is done with this settings container to actually set this all up after it's all filled in? I guess it might be more just like adding the object in there and then you just programmatically all fill it in from there, I guess. Probably more what to do for it. So... settings base, settings container. Okay. So it's parsing dynamically. So it has this static base. It has this static base and then it fills it out by attaching an object container in the right place and then parsing out another file to fill it in. Okay. Okay, I can see how that can be done. Might be able to do that. So I guess basically what I would need to do instead then would be instead of a custom list, it would be a scroll container. And then I have another BSML file for that. And then I just parse that with the model like that. Yeah, because config model is model there, so veil mist. Okay. So there's that config model, which has a display name, if it's enabled, position there. Distance, canvas ID, distance and positions. Okay. So okay, I see how I can do this. Yeah, so probably more of that scroll container with a scroll indicator and buttons instead. So if I just copy all that, then paste that all there, then fill things in. Header. Actually, yes, yes, browser source panels, because it'd be a list of the panels, and then browser source settings would be for the side panel. Okay. So we have that. Scroll up and down buttons. So then, obviously I need my plus button here for adding a panel. How would that look best, though? How would that look best for that? I could install the runtime editor to mess around with stuff and figure out positions and such. And if I put the button above the scroll content, then that makes sure that it's up and accessible there. But obviously I might need to set some of the anchor settings for where it should be. Or maybe seeing about putting it like next to it, like these scroll up and down buttons. But yes, let's delete those and then see code side what to fill it in with here. As I play content name there. I guess I probably should have something to update canvas when the button's pressed. Containers and header. Yeah. So name there. Obviously that. And the scroll will be on the body. So let's see how this looks and where I might want to go from that. Beat Saber, go. If this like looks decent even without having anything in the scroll container, then I might just go from here to add the list to the scroll container and figure out what I need to change on my add panel function there. Yeah, just what I might need to change on that add panel function to actually add a new panel to the config and to the scroll container list and have it clickable. Beat Saber. Thank God it hides those by default. That would not be good. Anyways, I should probably also shorten the name on there. Okay, browser source panels. The list would be like here, I guess, and then plus button over there. Do we have any errors for anything with that? I don't think so. That's custom avatar related. Yeah, no errors or anything related to that, so... Yeah, I guess a plus button there could be decent. Yeah, again, that name should probably be shortened up there. It's a little bit long of a name, but yeah. I'm gonna wait for that to either close or have to manually close it. Because for some reason, sometimes it likes to just freeze like this instead, and then I have to do that to get it to actually close fully. It's weird, I don't know why, but okay. Guess I could probably rename that from example. Just panel list and then rename this here. Panel list. Then BSML, let's add yeah. BSML and a list item BSML here. And I guess panel settings BSML here as well. Cause yeah, because we'll need to have config. So I need to have obviously stuff for each of these. That's not what I need. I need the, where is it? What? I need the BSML docs so that I can see what I'm doing. Where are you? BSML docs. Here we are. I'll bring you over here instead. Alright, so which tags to use for this? Let's say clickable image, button with icon, button, background. Toggle setting, there it is. So obviously for this I need I'll just copy this over and delete what I don't need of it. Just you will be panel settings. So panel settings can get rid of the scroll container there. Get rid of the add panel button. Get rid of that scroll indicator. Then instead of a self-closing vertical, we can do a closing tag, so we can do this. And why is it not properly text highlighting? There we are. List item. Should probably paste that in there as well. And then just take it down to here. There we go. Now text highlighting. So now in here we need a toggle for that. So toggle setting, and let's see here. Apply on change should be set. That should probably be true as well. Formatter is probably fine. Reaction on value changes. We should probably have an on-change event for that. Yeah, we should probably have an on-change for that, so that when you turn off the panel, it actually turns it off. Value. UI value, setting type. Okay, so should have on change. It'll be say a toggle panel. Then value actually be enable panel. Is there a text for that, or I have to do a horizontal tag with that and text of them? Text, yeah, okay. Text to display. So this can just be self-closing, and then I can just text enable panel. I'll probably also copy this, or I know it's panel settings, not item. Never mind. So enable panel at the top, so that you can just have that right there to quickly enable and disable a panel. Then we need position. So I think name and URL should probably be next. So that would be would that be just a text tag? When I do get that back opened here. So text tag would that for that to be editable text? That would where would I see that? Because base is indicator scroll content. Scroll content. There's nothing there for you. Main settings, checkbox settings, list settings, nothing there. Settings base. Checkbox. That. I don't think there's anything in here that's very useful for me. I don't think any of those would have. Anything to enter text. No. HUDs? I don't think these would have any either, though. Strings? Oh, wait. String setting. String setting, okay. Chain. Value name. String field. Okay. String setting for editable text. String setting. And, yeah. Panel name. Set that as new panel for now, since that's the default name for a new panel anyways. Name of this panel. I could put hover hints over some of these as well. That one about there. This panel. Is there anything in here that I should? Oh, probably for that. Add a new panel. Yeah. That's probably good there for now. So you here need another one of you. URL field. Change the browser source URL. Then that should be set to the default, which is kind of funny because I decided, since it's basically an OBS browser source in Beat Saber, I might as well have the default URL, the OBS browser source default. Actually I could also set the size as the default as well, huh? Which is, yeah. 800 by 600, which is in Unity is probably way too big, but I'll scale that down later. Source URL, load change true. I should probably have on change events for all of these. If I have on change events for all of these, then I can immediately update them. Panel name change. URL change. As well, it's also going to be decently important for the position, rotation, and size of it. Obviously, you don't want to have to, like, enter in a size and then hit save to be able to see the size of it. I'll be able to just be typing in the size and it be scaling as you're typing in the size. And of course, you know, position and rotation, as you're adjusting the position and rotation, having it moving and rotating as you're changing those is probably good. About that. So probably do it size, position, rotation. But now, is there a tag for... Is there a way that I can... How might I do this here? use for this then? Probably a horizontal layout tag with a text and 2 integer settings. And then 3 for the vector 3s. And then have the on-change events update the vector 3s from which one was changed. Increment setting? What would that be for? Oh. How much to increment or decrement the setting on button click? Okay. That could be useful. I think for the position and rotation, having each of them as increment settings would be useful. Obviously the size, you probably want to enter the size more manually than having to spam a button up or down. So each of those would probably be a horizontal tag to have them like laid out side by side. Yeah, just a text tag for that, probably. Yeah. Okay, text can just be self-closing. Text, panel size. Then a vertical tag here for the increment setting tag. I'm guessing increment setting is probably a self-closing. Change true. So that will apply on change. all the event names after, because it might actually have to be different events for each one. So this is a little bit annoying programming wise, but it's fine. Set to let me look at the string setting here for a second just to see. Value type to get them and set to. So I'm guessing value is probably not the default text. Unchanged event. Luckily there is an example usage, which is nice. Nice text value. Okay, yeah, so the value here would just be panel name, panel URL. This text here shows over on the other side of it. Okay. So those are probably set right there then. Back to increment setting. Increment setting. On change, yeah, on change event. I think I will have to have separate integer values. I'll have to have separate integer values for each of... Yeah, separate integer values for them to be set. And then... And the on change, have those actually set to the vectors. Okay then. Annoying, but okay. Value. size horizontal. And I'm guessing the text tag probably puts the text elsewhere. I can try putting the text in here and hope that it's on the button. First I need to set increment of 1. I mean, actually, guess I could do a button stack of like up 10, up 1, down 10. That would probably be a bit nicer for being able to move them more quickly. Which means 4 of these in the vertical. Value, size, horizontal. 10 and 10, but these are negative, so they're going down. They all go to the same value, it's the same event for them, so that's pretty much all good there, other than Alt Shift, text. So, pretty sure there's actual like icon for this that I can use. I have no idea what it is though. I have no idea what the icon is for that though. Is there anywhere to find what that is? Let's see here. Let's just text. I don't think there is anything to actually have that. I mean, like, I could just do that. No, so that doesn't exactly look very good, though. I could do that. But that doesn't look good, though. So I think to be able to do 2 of them, well, I could do that and then do that for single up, but then what do I do for down? Because 10 down can be that, but I don't have a smaller icon for down. Is there somewhere that I can find an icon list here? Is there somewhere that I can find? I don't think there's anywhere that I can find the actual proper icons. I would have to find a mod that has those icons in its settings menu and then look through the code to find that menu and see what it is and hope that it's a BSML file. Well, I guess I can do that. I suppose I can do that. Let's see here then. What? Okay, VLC. I don't need a notification when the song changes. I can tell the fucking song changed. Man. In the VLC, I can tell that the song changed. You don't have to tell me. So, what might have... What might have settings like that? So there's Beat Saber here with like these ones. That you can adjust it like that. Which, honestly, for the size one, I'm gonna need, like, for you to be able to actually type in a number. Because just spam clicking up and down, going one at a time is, quite a bit of work to do just to adjust it. Yeah, it's obviously like a scroll menu like that. Like a scroll menu like this with obviously like clickable items on it that's filled in dynamically. There's nowhere that has something for that. Obviously, these are sliders, but trying to, that'd be even worse. Trying to like very, very carefully adjust a slider to get a precise size. That is even worse. So, I think I could look at what I could look at Camera 2 to see how they do the grabbing thing for the panel. But again, that'd be a lot of work. Because man, God damn, because it would be nice to have like grabbable corners, like top left and bottom right corner having a little grab node, so you can actually just grab the corner and drag it out to adjust the size. And then have like a grab node down at the bottom of it or something to be able to grab the panel and just drag it around, place it where you need. That's quite a bit of work. Yeah, because obviously like scroll menu like this for the panel list that's filled in dynamically is like exactly what I need. It'd be a scroll menu like this in the front here, so you can scroll through the panels. You know, you have a sidebar here to manually scroll it like that, and then like a little plus button over to the side here to add a new panel, which would then show up at the bottom of the list. Then you can click on it, and it brings up a menu over to the side here like this. Which, yeah, we can't really see it from this angle with the camera, and I am not messing with the camera right now. But I bring up like a side menu there with all of the settings to adjust the panel. Or hell, maybe even just like click on one, and then the scroll menu moves over a bit and it brings up like the name and URL here if I have the grabby for the position rotation, and then in the corners for the size to be able to adjust it. Because the mod that adds this chat panel here is nice, but it's only Twitch unless you're a Patreon supporter. Then you can add YouTube if you're a Patreon supporter, but that's kind of I don't like paying for things, especially since I don't have any money right now. ideally I would also like it to show up as a button over here so that I can have it more accessible over here instead of having to go into settings, mod settings, and here for it. That would be a little nicer, but I have no idea how that's done either. I've never done any of this. I don't know how any of it works. I have no idea. There's custom walls there. Little refresh playlists. Custom sabers, platforms, pillows, banners. Again, those are just sliders. Yes. I need to have number input that you can type into. Which I could use a text input for that for you to be able to type into it, but then I have to put a bunch of protections in place to make sure that you input an actual acceptable number and not text or a decimal, because, well, I guess for position, maybe having decimals would be good, but anyway. It seems like none of these actually have a type-in number input. I guess I could also just do plus and minus for them, but actually, yeah, like this. This is exactly what I need. A list here of clickable items with like plus and minus to add and delete items from that list. I should be looking at camera 2 to see like exactly what they have for this. That's what I should be looking at. Because it seems like there is actually quite a bit of pretty useful stuff here for camera 2 that I could be looking at. Yes, that would be most useful. Yeah, because like this top one here, camera name, is a text settings tag. Because the text is put over to the side here, and then actual where you enter the text or the setting is over here, and whatever the actual like value is set as shows up here. And then that's a drop-down menu, and that's a slider, and that's maybe an increment. I have no idea what the increment one actually is, but that might be an increment. I don't know. Guess nothing else really uses the up and down. Because I mean, like, there is the up and down arrow icons, but I'm pretty sure there was a double up arrow and a double down arrow that has like two of them stacked really close together, so you don't have to have like up arrow, down a bit, up arrow. They're just like a double up arrow, a lot closer together. Okay, so I think camera 2 would probably be a lot more useful for that, huh? Long shirt and that I can use in the okay. Bunch of new items here. I'm betting this. Oh no, it just uses text of scroll up and scroll down. It doesn't use the icons. Ugh. Gross. It just says scroll up and scroll down, not using icons. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Use icons. Don't just say scroll up and scroll down. Ugh. Anyways, mods, camera 2. More info to open that up over here. Let's have a dive into your code. Anyways, views. It is BSML. Nice. So that'll be good to look at. I think really probably most any mod uses BSML at this point, because if you're doing your settings menus manually instead of doing a BSML file and having it parse that to lay everything out, why? Why? You can just write a BSML file and it gets parsed out into a nice looking menu instead of you having to fiddle around and do a whole bunch more programming to do your menu all manually. There. Anyways, so let's see here. Quick event, add camera. Play button, delete camera. That's weird. Okay, then. I think I'm gonna bring this over here so you can actually see what I'm looking at. Should also check up on Caster Labs. Where are you? There you are. Caster Labs over here. Just check up on Caster Labs, make sure things are still connected. Yeah, we're all good. Okay. Just make sure things are still connected so I have chat. So... add camera... move display... go to wiki, all that... Okay, so this one they use custom list. The cam list, select cell, select camera, contents, cams, physical cells, a stick scrolling, true, which is very nice for menus, being able to scroll with the stick and just hold it down to scroll through a long menu. And then vertical background container, ground direct panel, add one, so name, layer UI, text, horizontal details, okay. That's an interesting way of doing that. Hmm. Nah. Yeah. So yeah, cam list, page up. Oh, it's page button for up and down. Interesting. The cam list page up and page down for that. Okay. Then if those with plus and minus button. Increase the layer, select cameras on, decrease the layer. Okay. No idea what that means, but okay. Bird size. Oh my god. Man. Yawn. Big yawn. So that's delete confirmation. Add cam model. Oh, okay, yeah. It's probably using modals like that would probably be better, because then I could have a modal for the panel settings and have it show up beside the list so that I only have one panel there. Okay, okay. That could be quite useful. Hmm. Oh my god. I'm guessing probably the up and down arrow icons are probably added by default by the custom list. So maybe a custom list would be better to use for that. Oh my god. It's exhausting looking through code and trying to figure out how it works and how you could use it in your own way for your own project. My god. Nah. Have some cookies. Because I like cookies. Num num. Oh. Nummy cookies. Num num. Ow. Yeah, so I can have each of them as a like edit panel event. We have like add panel modal as the click event, then have the actual like panel settings modal. And of the show event had a panel or edit panel modal. Then just have like a back button. Yum yum cookies. Okay, then I just have like a back button with the close event for it. Okay. I can see how I'd be able to do that. But now... How the hell do I... How the hell do I do... grabbing mechanic? Of being able to grab the camera and drag it or the panel. I guess I'm looking at a bunch of stuff that says camera right now. To be able to grab the panel and drag it around to where you need it. Nom nom. How would I do these? So, game objects. The visibility stuff, all that. So all that stuff. I think it might be in movement script for being able to grab it. Camera type, visibility. So I don't think there's anything in here for that. Yeah, it's probably in here. There's position there's rotation, quaternion form rotation, which I have no idea how quaternion rotation works. I know vector 3 rotation, because it's 3 directions of rotation. I do not know quaternion rotation. Quaternion rotation is some kind of super complex math that I do not know. Num num cookie. Yeah, like I don't know quaternion rotation. I know Euler rotation. Euler rotation is easy. 360 degrees round in 3 different directions. Quaternion, 4 rotation vectors for it's some complex ass math that I do not know. I think movement script might actually be something for having the camera move over time. Based on literally just the fact of move type being linear or eased. And the fact that it's reading script content from a file. You know. I think movement script is be able to write a script to have the camera move around instead of just being a static camera in one place. It's gotta be in here somewhere for... Huh. Yeah, maybe the cam position or behavior, huh? That's, pretty obvious, huh? So anyways, cam positioner. Yeah, I'm guessing positionable cam is put on the camera itself, or like the containing object of the camera, if there's like the camera object and the grab point object. And then cam positioner is put on the object that you actually grab. Or maybe just a static game object and it just... Oh, no, maybe the grabber? I don't know, let's see how this works. Let's see how the grab behavior works. But... So... Controller, the camera being grabbed, a transform of the camera. And we have the start position and rotation of when we started grabbing it. Don't destroy on load, obviously. Being drag camera. Not begin drag camera, but being drag camera. Okay. If grabbed camera is not null, finish the move. Okay. Controllers is find VR laser pointer. Then controller is not in. Oh, FPFC check. Okay. Guess that would actually make sense because there wouldn't be a controller object if in FPFC because you're controlling it by keyboard mouse. There'd only be a controller to be checking the position of if you're actually in VR, which would be most of the time, but it probably just avoids a crash in FPFC. So controller's laser default is active and enabled, or controller transform is the transform of that. Oh, that's having an issue. To leave me clueless was a gift, that much I'm sure. But if I made it worth it, then maybe I'm not worthless. If you can win this game, yeah, Caster Labs issues again. Of course, no. Pretty usual, because Caster Labs is made by a single person who is responsible for keeping it all up and running, and there is a lot of people that use it. So, we're trying to keep it all up and running with how many people use it, like, constantly. Gonna run into some issues. But other than that, really quite an amazing program for being made by one person. So, I can't complain. It's very, very nice program. Anyways, so if not in FPFC, then it sets it as the active and enabled controller. Else it... we connected, okay. Else it sets the transform and returns that. If controller is null, then return, obviously, because we don't want to continue doing anything with the controller if it's not there. Crash avoidance. Woo. And we set grab camera, we set the transform. Then we set the start position, rotation, and grab camera, world cam, set preview position, size, false, okay. Then grab camera is not equal to null, which means we are grabbing one. If controller is not equal to null and it's the camera is active and enabled, which, you know, obviously would mean we have an actual controller to be grabbing it with. Then we grab the transform and rotation. Which logged out? Hold on. Which chat back? Boy. I feel like oh nope, that said success. Let's put that down there to watch it. Okay. I also just realized that you, one, are not connected to YouTube, and two, you're not set on there you are. Meh. There we go. You keep forgetting that I have to set that basically every time for some reason. I might want to adjust the smoothing up a little bit on that. Just so my mouth isn't going quite so crazy. There we go, that looks a lot better.
Now sit back.
Yay! Yay!
As I count.
Yay. Okay, Gaswabs is having issues, which means I need to have Twitch chat up on my phone down here. until Casper Labs can come back.
Wipe out what I've been told. It's my choice to be controlled. Oh, there's suits made for me, but this isn't really quite my cup of tea. Step out across the line into a world that
Okay. So, just like get the position and rotation that will have to be setting for those. And we set the position. Huh. Then we snap. Huh? Okay, what is this doing here? So we put in a float ref for that, so it's being set directly. Snap of 4, step of 45. So then L is the float, modulus the step, so the remainder of that. If L is less than the snap, then subtract L from the float. Also, if it's greater than the step minus snap, then we add step minus L. Why? This is hurting my brain so much. It. Oh my god, it's just confusing me so much. Because the rotation is controller rotation times that to Euler angles. And then we're setting that so I'm so confused by this snap here. Why? I mean, it's obviously there for a reason. Like, the snap is obviously there for a reason, and I guess if I copy this code for being able to grab the panel to move it around, I should probably copy that as well, because it does work nicely at least. Like I noticed that like grabbing and moving around the camera is like smooth and proper, so So then, yeah, so I guess the settings, then we set the position and rotation into settings so that it's saved. Yeah, and then we save the settings. And then we set grabbed camera as null, because we don't want it to continue moving to the controller. Yeah, I really don't want to, like, just grab the camera to move it and then let go of it and it still continue to be tracked to our controller and we can't let go of it anymore. That would not be good. Yeah, Caster Labs chat is gonna be down for a bit, which might be possible. That would be the rest of stream, and it's gonna be down, but this means I have to have Twitch chat up on my phone. Well, I guess as well, once I eventually get this mod done and I can have YouTube and Twitch chat together in one panel, plus all my alerts and such in-game. If Caster Labs has an issue partway through a stream, then I'm not going to be able to notice that in-game. Obviously, there's, like it says, lost connection to Caster Labs reconnecting in the OBS doc for chat, but it obviously doesn't show up in the on-screen overlay chat. And it would be the overlay chat that would be in-game. So any kind of outage I'm probably not gonna notice unless I'm checking on it. I'm just gonna open up Steam for a minute here. So yeah, probably this script here would be good for that. Bring you over there. Anyways, that library. Then Might be able to clear out enough for that. I am quite limited on space. Okay. Good. Do that for a stream. If I can clear out enough space for it, of course, but... yeah. If there's the actual camera here, obviously has actual camera component and all the settings and everything. And I probably don't need any of that because it's not a camera. But positional cam here. Pointer stuff it inherits from. So I think positionable cam and cam positioner I'll need to copy and modify a little bit for the panels. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like looking through all the code of Cam 2 here is going to be quite helpful. Well, obviously it loads a position and rotation of the camera from settings. It has this scrollable list of cameras, and you click on a camera in the list to edit it, which is like exactly what I need. It has, obviously, again, stuff like positionable cam and cam positioner for being able to grab and move it around, so that'll be quite helpful for that as well. Well, this will be, I mean, obviously a lot to go through, but other than that, quite nice to use. Margin, set preview. Now on pointer, click there. So that's what actually detects you click on it. And then being a drag it camera. And then on pointer exit, that'll set. Oh yeah, so when you hover over it, and then when you stop hovering over it, but on pointer click for when you actually grab it. Okay. Okay, so those will both be quite useful. Cam manager. There's that. Meh. Meh. So it probably would be good to go through right from the beginning to see what all it does to actually set where the camera is. That they probably don't need any. I really don't need to hook into. Because really for the panels, I don't need to hook into anything in the game. Because they're just having their position, rotation, and all that set. And then it's just using a library that I'm gonna make later to actually render the web view from the link on the panel. Which that web view library is gonna be hell. At least for the mod side of it, I can look at other mods to see what they are doing, like this. For the library side, that's gonna be fucking hell, because I'm not gonna have anything to look at to see how it's done. Oh boy. It's like literally the only couple web rendering libraries that are available are like $90 and $150, and I'm obviously not paying for that, which is kind of why I'm going to be making my own library and releasing it for free so that you don't have to pay for those ones. Even though those ones are probably a lot more complete, stable, and better to use, mine would at least be free. So you don't have to pay a whole ton for those ones. Oh my god. As a matter, if I did pay for one of those ones and go through probably the insane amount of code that they have to see how they work, and then create my own library based on that, I'd also kind of be stealing their work and releasing it for free. As I mean, if my library works well enough and if my library is good enough, then people would probably rather come to my library rather than paying the really high prices of those ones. So the least I can do is write everything myself from scratch, since I might end up stealing a bunch of business from them. Oops. Oh well. Maybe I shouldn't have made it quite so expensive. Then I wouldn't have nearly so much incentive to make one myself. So... and now, this been changed? Does that run? Main menu initializing. UI.spaghetti UI. Spaghetti code. Yay. Spaghetti code. Spaghetti code everywhere. Anyways, yeah. That's a mood right there. There's a reason this is called Spaghetti UI. I will definitely, maybe, possibly make this not spaghetti one day. That's a mood. Maybe I'll make it not spaghetti code one day. I don't know. Hey, what are you doing? I think my cat Pickles is trying to get in here. Which, she could literally just pull the door open and get in here. Oh. She... Anyways. Cat being dum-dum trying to get in, not understanding that she can literally just pull the door open. I mean, she's trying to pull the door open, but she's just kind of... There you go. Hey. Alright then. So... Okay. There's a instant add hub. Some scenes left. Okay, so I'm guessing that's how you add a button to the menu on the left in main menu instead of in mod settings. Which obviously putting your mod settings menu in mod settings is like a lot more organized in settings there. But also, no, Pickles. God. Pickles. Dude. Really? Pickles. Yeah, but putting it over on the left side in the main menu like that is obviously a lot more convenient. So you can just, you know, click on the button for the mod that you want, and it's just right there for you to be able to change settings instead of having to go in like 3 menus deep. You have to go to settings, then you have to go to mod settings, then you have to click on your the mod name you want to change the settings of, and then you can change the settings. Versus just hitting the button for the mod that you want and then changing the settings. Pickles, no. 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 Knocking shit all over the place. Meh. Meh. So anyways, pickles. Baba. Show flow, if it's no create flow coordinator. Is there a way? Present flow coordinator. Okay. I guess I could implement that to add a button there instead, right? Scene switch UI. Okay. That's the XML files. Yep, stop typer. Well, I guess there's really not a whole lot to it there, at least. Preview view, that would be for the preview down below. And have settings view, is view controller, if a property changed, okay. Figure out how to push the door open to get out. Sometimes Pickles is not the brightest kitty. Sometimes she's just not the brightest kitty. Dude, push the door open. Stop pulling on the door. Push it open. Oh my god. What the fuck? Pickles, just push the door open. It's not that hard. Pickles, you can just push the door open. Oh my god. Cat, I swear. I should be able to reconnect Twitch chat now.
top, they need a miracle. Dig a pit and drop in many pitiful. Drip too cold, drip too clean. Golden on me, cupped another fleece.
Ba 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 ba.
I made it to the peak. Holding on my vault, now I'm free. Broken once, but conquered those defeats. I was out, but now I count my keep. Rise the good inside it, die the sheep.
And Twitch chat is back.
Ever underestimated, never less than what I made it. Desecrated temples to the old gods when I showed them all that I'm the greatest. Then I showed them all why I'm the favorite. Craft community and elevated. Nothing left of mine to hold devotion. Nothing left that I'm to hold in sacred. Nothing left to find in the forest. I've sent him off from that place. Spent all the webs of Shamura. Went to Anora. Made Hector red in the face. Made calamari out of calamari. Couldn't count a curse and blades. Fuck taking orders. I could cut down the cat where he waits.
Pickles is not having brain today. Okay, so cam settings, all those. No, off my desk. Stay off my desk, Pickles. Don't need you walking all over my keyboard messing stuff up here. Yeah. Push the door. No. Push the... Oh my god. What is with Pickles today? Pickles, what is with you today? Did you lose your brain? Yeah. You finally got out, but you broke the shoe rack. Oh my god. Just yeah, not the smartest.
My favorite part of doing deed is the chase. Put on this earth to relocate or like you back in its place. I don't need to hear your explanations of duties and ties. I'm only here for your fear and to watch you die. Cry all you want, show me the fear in your eyes. I'll put you into your place and take online of your worthless lie. Everyone thinks they have the means to take on and defeat me, but I'm not here to work out deals. I'm just a wolf hunting sheep.
Oh my god. Pickle. So, very much not being the smartest kitty today, I guess. Alright. So... Got properties, got values. All those. Lots of things to set. Yes, will all be quite very useful. Quite useful indeed. There's background container, refresh visuals. There's the post parse. Add range, please select camera cell wrapper of X. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Select camera. Okay, so there's the one for selecting the camera. This goes to coordinator, show settings for cam. Okay. Guys, if I want to do... I want to do like the list and then the settings to the side of it. I should probably put like all this content in a horizontal tag so that the actual list here will show up beside panel settings. So horizontal tag, then rid of that one, and then there's tab up all that. Wow. Then copy all of you and put you all in there. Then I guess really all that's actually needed is the enable and name in the URL, right? Oh, and size, I guess. Or no, because size is going to be dragged as well, so okay. Might mess around a little bit in Unity to figure out what all components are needed and how everything actually needs to be set for that to work properly.
Am I just a ghost to you? A poltergeist, your imaginary friend? 'Cause the way you've been talking,
Obviously,
I feel like you
I'm gonna need the so I'm gonna need the panel, and then I'm gonna need like a little small little block or something as the grab point below it, and then I need events to enable and disable that little block when you enter and exit the settings menu. So when you go to the settings, then you can grab the panels and move them around. When you exit settings again, that little block disappears. So it's set in place, as well as the corner grab points for setting the size, for adjusting the size of it. This is very much possible. Just a decent amount of work. Of course. Yeah, the mod side is going to be a hell of a lot easier because it's just calling upon the library to render it to the panel and, you know, like just placing the panel and then making a request to the library to render to that panel. The library is going to be a hell of a lot more work to actually make the requests, pull everything down, and render it. So I guess I probably don't need panel settings anymore if that's going to be side by side with that. Means panel settings. Bye. List item I will still need, maybe, not sure actually, but maybe to put into here. Although I'm gonna be changing this for how Cam 2 does it. I might not need this list item one either if I'm gonna be doing a different way. Manifest. Yeah, so here I really only need these first. I only need these first 3 of these ones, because those are the ones that you have to actually set. But then the rest of this isn't needed. Yeah, I probably could build that and see how that looks if it's gonna show up. Right, yeah, and then as well the as well the settings menu being in a modal so that it's shown when you click on it. Should probably turn that setting off for that as well, though. Not sure. Anyways, okay, I might need to set some stuff so that's not so far apart like that. Obviously, I'm gonna need those to be like really close together so I can have a list here and then settings over here. Because I think I can't even can't quite go over far enough before it's off the edge of there. Whoopsies. Yeah, I think I have to set some stuff on that for it to actually work properly. Okay. Alright, so... XX... like 0.5, and then this one's min x at 0.5. Anchor pause x at 0.5. Let's see. What else might I need to be able? What else might I need to do for that? 'Cause I'm probably gonna have to mess around in Unity a little bit, or add the runtime editor. Yay, runtime editor. But no, this one. Inspector. Alright, up now. So, Next 5, 6, and UMM. But Beat Saber uses IPA, or specifically BCPA. I think actually, can FNX mods run on BCPA? I think FNX can run on it. BCPA inserted user. Better for that. My beginner's guide. Ba-ba-ba. So Recipia is know somewhere in this it said something about Weapon X mods. Said something about Weapon X mods somewhere in here, I'm pretty sure. Loader for Beat plugins. There's a Weapon X loader that can allow BCPA mods on Weapon X, but probably not Weapon X on BCPA. I mean, I can try it. See if maybe it might work. I don't know though. You also have to be careful about how much stuff I'm downloading because I do not have very much space. Because I'm going to have to clear out quite a bit. Which there's really not a whole lot more that I even can clear out. So I guess those and instances, you plugins. Put you in there and hope you work, I guess. Sure. Maybe it might. I know I've had runtime editor in Beat Saber before, but I'm pretty sure I had Weapon X installed on Beat Saber to do that. I don't think I've ever tried to use the runtime editor in BCPA. I say it's not made for BCPA, so you know, how do I activate it here? If we've nope. Okay. Let's see what there is in log saying about that. But not load file or assembly BepInX. Of course. And I bet if I put BepInX in there, it would probably cause a lot of conflictions with hooking into the game and probably cause things to crash. But it's worth at least trying, I guess.
I just wish I could see another perspective. One wish is all I ask for to help me with this perplexion. Please just say a word. I need to hear a voice. Please just say a word. I hate to ask you twice. Just tell me.
Of course, error adding settings menu for Beat Saber Brothers. Of course. Health parse element toggle setting. Next setting. Toggle panel not found on object. Settings menu. Okay, well, I think everything like these three I have to actually have them in here. Have cool enable panel equals true UI value of you string panel name new panel you UI value of you UI value of URL panel URL equals config a default URL here. So that's actually in a string, obviously. Save and build that. BepInX. I guess I probably should go down to the latest here. Win 64 here. Blah, blah, blah. No idea why it does that when downloading something, but okay. Alright. So. Up next here. I'm gonna try just copying all of you into actually probably all be copied into libs here. Skip those that are already there. Oh no, those are in libs. Now let's try this again. Hope it doesn't crash, hope it's able to load those. Maybe. There's cinema, that's BSML errors, which means my menu is still broken, but that's fine. That's all fine. No idea. But that's just custom avatar. Beat Saber cinema. Settings menu error still. Value toggle panel not found. The fuck do you mean? How do you mean toggle panel? What is toggle panel? And why do I have enable panel there? Okay then. Weird. But no. Still no. Damn it. That's still nope for that, I guess. Vipinux. Okay. Let's see about this here. Or Installing you. Download correct version, obviously. Extract contents to the game root. If I extract it to game root, then it may conflict with Beat Saber, because then there'd be two mod loaders going at the same time. Having BepNX in the library, in the libs folder as a library, it didn't give an error about BepNX missing from Runtime Unity editor. So maybe just that run once for configs, then go again. Maybe we just need to launch again, and it will. If it still doesn't, then I can try putting BepNX in as it's supposed to be. I can try it again here just to see. Still nope. Okay. So logs say really nothing about it. This big error is just for my settings menu not being done right. That's just for Beat Saber Cinema missing. That's for custom avatar, and that's for another missing library that has nothing to do with it. That's no leaderboard. Details, custom backgrounds, details cache, playlist manager, playlist lib, together, server voting, multiplayer core. Camera details, ID, custom JSON data, bag. Okay, dynamic bound, nested tools. Beat Saber plus stuff, BCP, yes, details. There's no error given, but it also doesn't show up in the list.
Hey, look, I don't mean to be cruel. I don't know you that well, and I feel like a tool.
What if instead of being in libs, I put you in plugins instead? Try a launch putting it in plugins to see if maybe that'll work. It still doesn't, then I'll put it in properly. It still doesn't work having Bepinex installed like properly the way it should be then. Might have an issue. Still nope on F12. And what do we have in here? I think even if there's no manifest, I think it still loads it, or at least tries to load it. Okay, so Bepinex failed to load on that one. Right, at least part of Bepinex failed too. Bepinex Harmony failed, but Bepinex still possibly did. Oh God. My jaw is starting to hurt from all these big yawns. Ow. Can I just not yawn anymore? Thanks. They are still not listed in there. Failed to find modules in Bepinex Harmony. Because Bepinex Harmony failed to load. Oh God. Okay. I'll actually build that so I can stop getting that error. Just, yeah, build that, but I'm not getting that error. Then Bepinex stuff. I can stand there. Then
a bit more of a better me. When three bastions of better places, I'll bring stone shit.
Bepinex here.
Used together among the stars.
I think those just get copied into here. So I can skip that if that's already there. Then try one more time before we end off here. One last time here. Oh my God. Can I stop yawning? Oh my God. Meh. And let's I guess, see what happens. Okay. Started up and didn't crash. F12 is still not working though. That's for sure. And what do we get in here then? Might have to put the runtime Unity editor into a different folder for it to actually load from BepNX instead. Yeah, failed to load library BepNX, so... runtime editor. So, BepNX, minus BepNX build, extract BepNX folder. Okay, so then let's to plugins here. Runtime Unity editor out of there. Runtime Unity editor. Copy you and put you in there. Then launch and see if that works. Ah. Okay. Now. Fuck. Still nothing. Did we even have anything in these logs from it? So we probably wouldn't have anything in these logs since these are IPA logs. That and that are fine. That's fine. Still fucking... value toggle panel still not found on that. How? UI value toggle panel, it's right here. It is right fucking here. What do you mean you can't find it? What do you mean you can't find it? It's right here. Oh my god. Toggle panel. Spelled the exact same. It's in the SBS settings menu. Why? Why? It's UI value, it's toggle panel. Like, oh, that.
into shreds and burn the pieces. Endlessly, minds of body taken places.
I just realized.
When a cynical mind has no will to wait, I don't have a call to make to being so far. 'Cause when the
I just realized.
there's only one North Star.
Toggle panel is the on change event, not the value. Toggle panel into there. And then, of course, I also need panel name change into there. Panel name change into there. Should probably do full value there. And then URL change. URL. There. That is what I had to do to fix that error. Because of course. Anyways, yeah, nothing in there for FNX logs, that's IPA logs. Check the latest log here. It's probably all just IPA logs as well. Just a lot more that's not shown. Yeah, okay. Well, actually build that. Boy. Check and make sure that there isn't just a mod already available for that. That's like a port of it. Some tools. It seems like there probably isn't. So Well, hmm. I guess. I have to mess around with it in Unity, then. Or at least see what I can do. Maybe ask around a little bit if anyone else. Ask around a little bit and see if anyone knows how to use that.
I don't want reasons, don't need to know why, because these people
With that, well,
they're tangled me
okay. Well,
I'm not here to seek asylum from an
well,
you pleading, cause I'm all out of time. Don't pass me your phone if you
not sure really what I'm gonna do for a stream tomorrow. Maybe more of this, maybe a game or something. I really don't know what I'm gonna be doing at this point, but, let's see who to raid here. Who should raid? Is on, you're on. Hmm. Let's, ba, ba, ba. Who is on right now for us to raid? Uh, hmm, who should we go raid here then? Hmm. Yeah, let's go raid Electro then. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. You're start raid. Ba 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 ba. Let's go